Okay, it's May now, and I'm gonna read you some names of the people that got WA in May. Uh, Warren Vanderman, Thomas Jackson, we all called him Baby Jack. Walden, Milton Osborne, called him Ozzy. Leo Morin was there. We got one of them. Taft Benjamin, called him Ben. Gary Wood, he lives in South Texas. He's the high school football coach for Katy, Texas, matter of fact. Larry Bell and Michael Micken. They was all wounded in May. We lost, let's see, we lost two people in May. Uh, Lawrence D'Amelio and Wiley B. Early. Wiley B. Early is another story that I'll be telling in a little while. But now it's the middle part of May, and we get a whole bunch of FBNGs in, or FNGs. You remember what they are, brand new guys. Anyway, this is a bad time of the year to be a BNG because right after we get all these guys, we got this one big hump that we got to do. A hump is a walk through the jungle, and it usually ends in climbing a big hill. They call it a hill, but it's actually a mountain. And I mean, it's hot now. You can fry an egg on a rock. That's how hot it is. And plus, you got the humidity. It's so humid out there. You just you sweat, and that's why we had so many. We had anywhere from 6 to 8 canteens dangling off of us all the time, full of water. I mean, even if you had to fill your canteens up at a bomb crater, I mean, you'd have water in your canteens. You didn't want an empty canteen out there because it took a lot of water to sustain life in Vietnam. So anyway, we get to humping. It's about the 17th day of May, I guess, and we're humping up this hill. And uh, the word gets back. There's a new guy on the side of the trail, and Doc Gaskins is trying to keep him alive, and uh, we all go by there and we ask the doc, does he need water, this, that, and other, and we all take part of his gear and carry it up the hill for him. Anytime you got somebody that's down with the heat, then you want to help as much as you can. But D'Amelio was BNG, and D'Amelio didn't make it. He died of a heat stroke, and I think that's always been on Doc Gaskins' mind. It's a bad thing to lose somebody under fire, but when you lose them due to a heat stroke, it's really bad. So, but anyway, we get up to the top of the hill, and it takes us a while to get up there. And we found all kind of stuff on top of this hill, and we found a building that was like 400 meters long, and uh, all kind of spider holes and fighting holes. It was just uh, and you know it was in, I don't know, later in the afternoon, I guess, when we got there, and we had a man, William Henry. He was a short guy, and he kind of he looked Oriental a little bit. No way in the world he was Oriental, but I mean, he looked Oriental. And uh, this he was laying up on this tree, and he was trying to get a little rest, and you wouldn't believe it, but a goop come up, an NBA soldier come up to Henry, started talking to him. Now Henry wore glasses like I did, and this gook was pointing toward his eyeballs, saying something bit my knee, and Henry, he shook his head and looked at him, and he just stood there and looked at him for a second and hollered out, "Gook, gook, gook, freaking gook," and about that time the NBA realized that, of course, this NBA didn't have no weapon on him, and he realized Henry wasn't the NBA and he was American. So the gook took off running, and of course the gook got caught, and I'll never will forget. Jim Howe put him on a helicopter and we shipped him out of there. We got a lot of mortars that day and everything. Here's something uh, on the 17th of May we found a bunker complex reported, and the complex was approximately 400 meters in length and ran north, east, to southwest. There was a total of 20 bunkers. Ten of them was living, 3 of them were mess halls, and there were 7 fighting holes. The living quarters and the mess halls were constructed in a frame type. The fighting bunkers were constructed with heavy logs and facing on them at the southwest. They were facing the southwest. The complex was approximately about 2 months old. The area was booby trapped with 3 shotgun grenades and some mines. Gear we found were like 2 AK-47 magazines, 7 NBA undershirts, 3 T-shirts, 2 NBA wallets, a map, 3 books, 1 poetry, 1 diary, and 1 supply book, personal letters and charts with grid on it. The bunkers were destroyed and the gear turned over to the S2. I mean that's just one day of our day in Vietnam. And, after we got that gook gone, you know, these gooks are popping out of spider holes. They're still up on that hill, and they're popping up in our perimeter. Well, we had another one come up, man, and he wasn't armed either. I don't know what happened to their rifles or anything, but they didn't have no AKs. And this goose starts running, and he takes off down the trail. And they will up forget Gary Burnett called him Mad Dog. Said he was down on the trail and he was taking a number 2, and he said, I saw the gook run by me and I stood up, tried to get my trousers up and my rifle. He said he done went by. Well, this gook went down the trail and stopped, and he was in I guess a bunker or a hole. We had a scout down there trying to talk him out of it, and hell, the damn gook put a chalk arm in his mouth and blew his head off. I couldn't believe that. Strange things happened over in Vietnam, and that's just another story. But we're not through up on that hill. I'll get back to it next time. Bye bye.